Hi, so been a little while. So I've had a great 2 weeks off. Spent way too much, but that's what holidays are for. And I was dead set this year just to have a holiday, doing stuff what I like, which is spending time with my daughter and doing geeky things. Thankfully, she's a geek, so we did like MegaCon. We did a brilliant crawl, as I did showed you in a video, across Leeds for free comic shops, and then went to my comic shop to pick up 4 weeks worth of comics. So, and I bought more more on Saturday. But I knew I was going to do that. I put money aside for it. So really enjoyed it. So one thing I did pick up on Saturday, I picked up 4 weeks worth of 2000 ADs and Judge Dredd magazine. And they also do something every year, which they've done since I was a kid, and I love it. This is something I think it's very particular to the UK. They do annuals, as I'm sure you've heard before, where they do hardback books, but showing with like about 100 pages with comic strips inside. But they also do in the summer a summer special, and 2000 AD in particular have carried on this tradition. So this year they've done a 2000 AD sci-fi special, Take a Trip, really good cover by Chris Weston. So it's £4.99, it's 48 pages, and it has a Judge Dredd strip by called Costa Ferratu, by John Al Ewing, who's not done anything for 2000 AD for a while. He did Zombo for 2000 AD. Dan Cornwell, who's a brilliant artist, and then they've got a one-shot episode of the Outs by Dan Abnett and Mark Harrison. Future Shock by Andy Ewington and Nick Dyer. And then a character's not been in for ages. Anthony Crucius investigates. So this is written by Ian Edgerton and Disraeli's doing the artwork. And then there's a Strontium Dog strip, which is by Carl Stark on script and Jake Lynch on art. Jake Lynch has really become a really solid 2000 AD artist nowadays. I wasn't keen on him when he first started, but now he's just got the classic style going. So I'll just show you what each strip looks like. So the first one, Costa Ferratu, it's basically this island inhabited by vampires. And what I like about Judge Dredd, he's very fluid. He can go from really serious, almost like socio-political commentary, to an out-and-out farce. So this one is definitely more in the farce pastiche kind of camp. Of course, with all the tropes and cliches of vampire lore. And then the art is just like an episodic break from the regular story by the same creative Dan Abnett and Mark Harrison. Gorgeous art. I wouldn't say it's one of the more recent strips I've warmed to, because there's a lot going on, but I think it's one that I will get in collected edition because I think it'll read better as a whole. In episodic things like this, it's a very dense story, but being a one and done story like this, it might just warm me more to the strip. It is a very classic. It has become like a modern classic now, but I've just not warmed to it yet. But I'm sure that will come. And then the Future Shock is called Gary, Gari. So G.A.R.I. Nick Dyer again is one who is becoming like the new school of classic 2000 AD artists. I've not read these yet, so I'm just giving you like a highlight of it. No, Abney Crunch is, like I said, the last time he was in, I think it's about 10 or 12 years ago. And I adore Disraeli's art. He can't do any wrong in my eyes. And the final strip, the one that I'm most looking forward to reading because it's my favourite characters, Strontium Dog. Be interested to see how Carl Stock handles the writing for Strontium Dog, because I'm used to either John Wagner, Alan Grant. That's it, I think. Can't remember who else has done it. But the artwork looks great. It looks like a fun story. You can do anything with Strontium Dog, basically. And it's got Wolf and the Gonk in it as well. Gronk, sorry. And again, like I said, Jake Lynch's art is just so good for 2000 AD. I like how 2000 AD nowadays has got a stable of artists that have got the classic 2000 AD style, but with modern sensibilities, and they've not been poached yet by the American companies. And I think that is down to, from what I hear from interviews with American creators, Rebellion, who published 2000 AD, their page rates are really, really good. So, of course, it encourages people to stay faithful with them. But yeah, so that's it. 48 pages. You get 5 stories in, one and done's. Great way to introduce yourself to the world of 2000 AD. This is available in the UK and at most newsagents, Tesco's, etc. You can also get it from comic shops. If you're in the States, you can get it from 2000ad.com. I do highly recommend it. Yeah, it just gives it. It's like I really enjoyed the 2000 AD Christmas specials. That and the summer one, it just breaks up your year nicely. And yeah, I can't recommend it enough. It's really good fun. A nice little treat to give yourself over the summer period. So that's it. Bye.